I'm Wander P, and this is Restore Our Communities. I have my brother and my sister with me today. To my left, I have Mr. Xman, who is no stranger to rock. X, how are you?
I'm fine, Wanda. How are you?
I'm good. And to my right, I have my sister Sharon. K, how are you?
Excellent.
Great. First of all, you guys we'll start with Sharon. Tell our viewing audience, who you are, what more is it that you're about? What are you doing? What's your purpose?
The reason why I'm here today is to talk about the first ever Radiothon 2006 for 88.1 FM WFSK at historic Fisk University. I'm the general manager of the radio station.
Okay.
And this is our establishing our first big fall fundraiser.
Okay, before we start talking about the fundraiser, let's talk about what's the 411. People know about that. For those that don't know, let them know about the 411. What's the 411?
What's the 411 is now a 2-hour talk show that airs twice a week in Nashville. On Sunday mornings from 7 to 9 a.m. and Wednesday afternoons from 4 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
It is syndicated to Georgia, and it started almost 5 years ago, coming up on our 5th anniversary shortly. And it started out as a 1-hour Sunday morning show on WQQK 92Q.
Okay.
And when I was offered the position at Fisk University to manage the radio station, I had to take my baby with me.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I had to take my baby. So
it.
we took the program and an opportunity to be able to expand it and talk about issues on a different level, because this is a historic black college campus.
Okay.
So we can approach issues now and really deal with issues where they need to be dealt with.
Right, and one thing, Sharon, I can say that you are a real sister. You're not playing, and neither are you, X. X kind of, you all compliment each other.
Well,
I love
there's
that.
2 different generations too.
And that's the beauty of that, because you all can relate to each other.
Well, I have a daughter his age.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, one thing I love about that, Sharon, let's talk about some of those subjects that you talk about that could be some...
A little bit of everything. I like to... I'm an inquisitive news woman anyway.
Okay.
I have been in news and in media for almost 30 years.
Okay.
So I just bring that experience to the table.
She looks 30, some of 30 years.
You're so sweet. Along with the fact that, I'm a mother and a grandmother, I'm a concerned citizen, an advocate, a social advocate. I always have been concerned about the community, no matter which one I've ever lived in.
Okay.
And it just complements the work I do in the media. I work on various projects statewide with media, be it health or social issues, no matter what they are, substance abuse issues, no matter what. People issues, relationship issues, whatever it is. That's kind of my area of expertise. It takes a good listening ear and some good common sense. No doubt.
So, X, where do you fit in to all this?
Sharon was gracious enough to bring me along with her when we both left 92Q, Cumulus. And I'm the program director of 88.1 FM, and I play more of a behind-the-scenes type of role where I back her up and help her out as much as possible.
So you kind of like the co-host then?
Of the show. Oh, well, you're talking about the 411 show. I'm talking about everything in general.
Yeah, we're talking about everything
in general. At the station and on the 411, I produce the show. So I'm mostly behind the scenes, making sure that we stay on time, that we watch the clocks, answering the phones, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow. So what is the direction that you're looking to go in?
With the radio station or the 411 show?
With the 411 show and the station, since you're the general manager there.
Well, one of the things that I believe in is quality radio. And I believe that, and for us the role is, we're a public broadcaster. 88.1 FM WFSK is the first black FM on the air in Nashville. FM.
Okay.
33 years old. It's a public broadcasting station. Licensed, FCC, licensed, educational. I want to see it be what it is. And since we are owned and operated by Fisk University, an educational institution, there must be some educational information on the airwaves.
Absolutely.
And as far as I'm concerned, I can complain about what BET is and isn't doing and what the mainstream is and isn't doing, or I could do something about it in my own way. So I'm just like, it's not like sticking to the man, but in a way it is. I'm just trying to give the children and the people in this region an opportunity to learn about something more than 10 seconds worth of black information.
And let me tell you, sister, when you were at the other station, I listened to you on Sunday mornings, listened to your show as well, X. You bring up some issues. You put me in mind of myself.
I'm
you know, no, sister. We need more people in this world that's not afraid to talk and to deal with, because you've dealt with some very controversial issues
and some controversial people.
Okay.
And I just like, you know, I say keep it real a lot, because it seems as though in our world everybody's gotten kind of fakey and phony and all that stuff. And while we walk past dead bodies in the community, that's one of my favorite lines that I can't help it. To me, that's how I describe it, because basically that's what goes on.
Great analogy.
If we don't handle these issues, who do we expect to handle them? You know, we can leave a mess for our children, or we can fix it and teach them how to prepare for the future.
And Sharon, I believe too many of us, far too many of us as African Americans, we have made it. We have made it to a point that if we just only would come together like so many other cultures do.
And our
no excuse.
history is one of building in America, struggle, and finally achieving what the struggle was about, and now we've rested. And this is where I'm like, no, there's no rest, y'all. Excuse me. It's more than a shopping experience. We have things we must teach children in order for them to respect, and also to teach and train the next generation and the next generation. We're a culture of people that we don't even speak to each other. We don't acknowledge each other. We're very jealous of each other in various capacities. We will not work together and strengthen each other. When you can look clearly at the Hispanic and Latin communities and how they immediately put together an infrastructure. They have shops and stores and restaurants, and they patronize each other. And they come in there like a family. But we come in, and we've been here hundreds of years, and we just can't even
tear each other down.
And it's just senseless.
It is.
And it has to stop. And I think a lot of it is based on the fact that people are not addressing the issues as they should, and everybody is, like, to a certain level, I won't say everybody, but those that are.
Far too many.
Wait, coast to coast. This is not just a local thing. This is coast to coast. And when the dots line up coast to coast, it is just time to do something about it. And this is, everybody's not going to be the same. But for me, my calling is not necessarily to be the richest and most wealthy. That's not my thing.
That's right.
You know, I'm happy if I got just a little bit of stuff, because I have learned what means more important things to me in life. When I was chasing money and trying to be the mega star and all that, I was sick all the time. I had health problems, high blood pressure, you know, just tired, worn out, and trying to be what I wasn't. So now I'm stepping into, I have stepped into, I'm going to be what I was put on this earth.
And where you're aware now.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe, girl.
Yeah.
And I feel strengthened by that, because, again, the pattern has been, if you don't have these items or these things, it's a very depressing thing. It makes people have low self-esteem. It makes them feel not valued as a human being. And that's a terrible thing.
Yeah,
we're all needed in this world. We all have a function. But trying to help people get to that function is kind of the role we play at the radio station.
All right. X, I know I heard something.
No, what would you like to know?
No, just, I mean, your perspective from a male, you know, I know we talk about relationships. We were talking about that before we started, but just, I won't get into that particular thing, but, you know, a male's perspective, a black male.
From a black male's perspective, I've come into a self-awareness where our culture is badly damaged. Damaged from the fact that the music that we listen to, the things that we watch on television, the way, as Sharon put it, our communities are in disarray. It's become very, very disturbing, and it hurts, because the older I get, the more I realize that I'm not going to be here forever. So if I'm not going to be here forever, then what's going to happen after I'm gone? So who's going to be in charge?
How do you encourage the brothers, being a positive brother yourself? I know you've been on the show before, you talked about your dad, and I think that's very commendable, just the relationship you have with your father. Let's talk about that.
Well, like I said, the older I've gotten, the more